Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is amazing. All right. Let me make sure my microphone is set up loud enough and then we will be ready to rock and roll. Where's the thing at right there? Check 1 2 1 2. So that's good. And check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we are. I think we got her. Thanks for coming out, everybody. You guys are awesome. Unfortunately, I got to figure out how to get the chat up on the screen. 1 second. I guess I'm a little bit disorganized today. I'm sorry that yeah. Whatever it is. Chat on screen. There we go. And yeah, now I think we're ready to rock and roll. We are live. I see we got Leroy, we got Sky's the Limit, we got Melon, Amelia, Kenneth, Michikitsu, how's it going? JP, we got Joe. You guys are awesome. So we're going to go into this event here and start doing some racing. All right, so where is it at? There it is. The Wyoming event, guys. CSR2 Wyoming. This should be pretty interesting. Oh, let me put the stream on live chat because I'm probably missing some comments. You would think if you're a streamer, like if you're starting a live stream, I don't understand why YouTube doesn't put you on live chat to begin with, because of course the streamer probably wants to see all the comments that are coming in, right? Not just some of them. I don't know. I never understood that. So I've got all 3 of these cars. I've got them completely maxed out. So we're going to go rock and roll. Which one should I choose, guys? Which one should I lock in? Should I lock in? Wait a second. Do I have this? I guess I have more than one Copa Camaro. I didn't realize that. I know this is a purple star one, but this one, I don't know. Sky's the Limit says you can get the Aventador Coupe for gold today. I think I'll start off with the... Something tells me to grab the Copa Camaro. We're going to lock him in first. It doesn't matter. Like, it honestly doesn't matter too much unless maybe certain lock-ins have certain prizes you want or something. But, yeah. We're locking in Mr. Copa Camaro. And we are going to go do it to it right now. So, yeah. Here we go. I really don't like all the little, like, chat bubble things that pop up. I kind of want to race. I don't want to read a book. You know what I'm saying? Those things drive me crazy. If I wanted to read a book, I would pick up a book, people. Jeez. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, there we go. So this is 60 races, and I'm pretty sure there's no major prizes. I think it's just a bunch of little basic stuff, which is actually cool because, hey, 20,000 game cash for race number 1. I'll take it. If you've already got the cars maxed out or got the cars leveled up, these types of events are totally worth doing, but I think if you don't already have the cars and you don't have them maxed out, is it really worth spending like, I don't know, 20, 30 million game cash to upgrade these cars just to do this event? Probably not. That's the way I see it. But, you know, that's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. What's up, Russ S? How you doing today? HDS, what's going on? Thought on an 812 composite. I don't know, my man. There's too many cars in the game to remember everything, but I'm not very familiar with that car. Guy with a name I can't read. Hello, hello. McVin Racing, what's going on? McVin, what kind of worthwhile info have you got out of those chat bubbles? I'm curious because I've never read them. I just skip through them. I just figure it's all bullcrap, so I just skip past it. I don't like reading. I am not much of a reader, so. HDS is like, pulled that car from rare imports and it gets a 6.9. Which car? Yeah, there's got to be about 900 cars in the game, because if you got 6 cars in the garage times the amount of garages we have on that content account, that's a little over 900. Now, that does include the purple and the golden star versions, but those are separate versions, so I think that still counts, right? To me, that still counts. I don't know about you guys. Oh, you pulled a Ferrari. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know much about that car, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm guessing most of the Ferraris in this game suck, so it probably sucks, but not 100% sure. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Nice to see you today. Melon says the 812 Competition is just a so-so Ferrari, so that means it's probably not the most wonderful thing in the world, but could be worse, right? Does my car look like it's wobbling down the track or something? Leroy says, not worth upgrading. Ivan Hornbeck, I'm not sure what you're saying there. Something about a Lamborghini. If you happen to know English, please speak English because I don't understand your language. But yeah, most of the Ferraris in this game are pretty lousy. It's kind of sad, but I want some good Ferraris. And the game's like, nope, we're not going to give you good Ferraris. Amelia says it's German. Yeah, I don't understand German. I know a couple of curse words in German, but that's about it. So I'm probably not going to repeat those because, well, you know, probably shouldn't say the curse words on the live stream. But Shell, how's it going? Nice to see ya. White Thunder, what's going on? Are you talking about the Mopar Trackback? That's a really nice car in my opinion. I like it a lot. So race 22 gives me parts for the Coppola Camaro. I think we'll do the Dodge next. We'll go ahead and lock in the Dodge next. And yeah, I gotta check out this car before we go race, guys, because I don't think I have this car maxed out yet. Where are we at? Hold on a second. Let me go refit all my parts. I'm pretty sure I've got it on the live racing setup, so it needs a little bit of adjustment before we get this thing going. I may not need to do this, but you know what? I got all the parts on the car, so might as well do it to it and install them all, right? I got it set up for live racing. More than likely, you're going to need some of those parts, but heck, who knows? Alright, so we'll do our used preset. Our used preset. We're going to use the preset, is what I'm saying. But all three of these cars are maxed out, so it should be really easy with 2 or 3 maxed out cars. Alright, we gotta race us and a Sylvia. Chris got the F50. Nice! It's not a wonderful car, but it sure does look cool, and it's really nice to have in your collection. Hopefully you enjoy that thing. I think the Mopar Drag Pack is a really nice car. It's got a good live racing setup. I like this car a lot. It's really fast. I mean, I actually don't remember how to shift it because I always drive it for the live racing setup, so I'm probably not driving it correctly. But that doesn't really matter because who cares? Amelia says, would you like to know a fun fact about the Copa Camaro in real life? Yeah, let's have it. Let's know that fun fact right there. Let's hear all about it. Thank you. Mighty D says, you don't need it max to finish. What's up, Mighty D? How you doing today? He says it has a 5.7 liter supercharged V8. That's a pretty big engine right there. I would like to have one of them in real life. That's for sure. I would love to have one in real life. Alright, what time did we run? 7.195. I think that means I'm not shifting it correctly, but that's okay. It's been a long time since I've driven this in any way other than the live racing setup, so let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Oh, it had a sticky start there. It's like trying to figure out the car all over again. 7.1's not bad. I think this will run a 6.8 or a 6.9 if I remember correctly. If you drive it properly. Michael Brady, good morning. How you doing today? Alright, so if it says secret, I don't know. I don't pay attention to those stats. Like, it really doesn't matter. That's just kind of like, most of the stats in the game are irrelevant. So yeah, don't worry about it. That's what I say. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not really sure why they have ones that are secret, but I feel like the horsepower means very little in this game. Alright, cool. I got a free fusion part. Alright, so we're about to witness some mind-blowing, heart-pounding action. Well, that was not very useful. My mind was not blown. 3, 2, 1, go. And I got a bad start. Michael, glad you're doing alright, buddy. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I love that drag pack car. It's really nice. I'm not really sure why I like that one so much. I mean, it's really fast. It's got good top speed, good acceleration. It has a lot. It's kind of good at everything. Michael S. Hey, nice to see you, buddy. How you doing today? So the Copa Camaro is a nice car and I like it, but there's really nothing special about the Copa, guys. It's just kind of a basic car. It's a very basic car. I mean, I like the fact that it's really fast. It's got 3 gears. It's easy to drive. I enjoy shifting it, but there's nothing really special about it. Three, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's try that. White trash, thank you, buddy. Let's see what we ran that time. 7.0. Not too bad. It's a little bit better. But yeah, the Mustang, you know, the Mustang is a cool car. The Copo is a cool car, but neither one of them are the best cars in the game. They're good at some things, but they're not really good at everything. For example, neither one's good at live racing. The Mustang is really hard to launch. The Mustang is super hard to launch. It's a big pain in the butt, honestly. Amelia says the Copo has a 3-speed auto, then why do we have to shift it, sir? If that's the case, why are we shifting this car? It should just like shift for us, right? Alright, let me go buy some more gas, then we'll go out to the map, then back to the races. Now I think it's going to be time to lock in our Ford. I actually love the way the Ford looks, but I don't like it at all. Michael, you're gonna quit? Why? Yeah, CSR is actually a very complicated game, surprisingly. You would think a simple live racing game would be, a simple drag racing game would be simple, but it's really not. There's so much to it, it's crazy. That's good for me because, you know, I can make about 1 million different videos about this game because there's a lot to it. There's always new stuff coming out. But it sucks for people who are just getting into it because they're like, man, I don't know what's going on here. I wonder if they're starting to make automatic transmissions that'll run faster than manuals. Oh my god, why are they gonna put me up against a Civic? Guys, does the Civic stand a chance? Probably not. Did you see that? I don't even think it got past the finish line. That was redonkulous. Clonic, what's up? He says, as a new player, the game is hard to get in. Yeah, there's just a lot to learn. I mean, it's a very easy game. Once you get the hang of a few things, it's pretty simple, but there's just a lot to it. That guy didn't even take off. Michael S., yeah, I have no idea what's going to be coming into upcoming events as far as the Cobra Jet Boss 50th. I'm not really sure when that's going to be used for the next event. But I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, man. But yeah, as cool as this car looks, I don't like it. It's just extremely hard to get a perfect start. Like, you got to get your start just right or it runs slow. That's the problem with that car. Alright, I win. So far, I haven't seen anything that would blow my mind like that guy told me. The guy told me I was about to get my mind blown, but so far, it has not happened. RF, I really like the Dodge out of the 3 cars. The Dodge is actually a good car because it's pretty good or decent at most things. The other 2 cars are really cool, but they're definitely not good at everything. There's a lot of stuff about the other cars that, put it this way, the Copo Camaro and this Forge, you're probably not going to end up driving very often. There may be times where you're like, hey, this will come in handy, but if you can only have one of the three, definitely get the Dodge. It is way better than the other two. White Thunder says, starting late in CSR2. It was hard for everybody. Even if you started this game when it first came out. I mean, it's rough for everybody at the start, you know? You got a little crappy car, you're barely earning any money when you win races, so there's a lot of stuff to do in this game before you finally start earning a decent amount of money and acquiring this and acquiring that, so... How to get help in the game. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you scroll down, you find my playlist, you'll find something called the CSR2 Beginner's Guide. We got tuning guides, we got guides on Tempest races, Legends cars, Elite tuners, you name it. So there's about 1 million things on there to help you guys learn about the game on those playlists. There may be some things I don't have videos about, but, you know, I cover most things. 3, 2, 1, go. At least I try to. I try to cover it all. Ah, Michael Brady's got a brand new iPhone. Sweet. I got a piece of junk. I actually got one piece of junk and one decent gaming phone. Amelia says there must be a way to help beginners with poor cars and low revenue. Not really, man. You just gotta race and race and race and race and slowly move up. Like if you happen to pull a good car, like a good tier 4 or good tier 5 car out of a crate, yeah, I guess that would be hard to level up, but it takes a new player quite a little while to get somewhere in this game. I would say my first 3 to 4 months were really slow. So this game requires a lot of patience. If you got patience, you'll be okay. If you don't have any patience, you're going to have some issues, I think. But I would say it took me 6 to 8 months to really start having a really good understanding of the game and a nice car collection. And then it started just getting better and better and better from there, so. But the one thing I really did not like was restoring the Legends cars, and it also sucks how long it takes to get all the tokens for the Elite Tuners cars. So there's a lot of things in this game that are designed to take you a really long time, and some people don't really have the patience for that. Michael Bay says, we'll enjoy his computer. Yeah, you know, I would rather play this game on my phone than the computer, but when making YouTube videos, it's way easier to do everything off the computer. But my phone that I carry around in my pocket, my cheap phone, it can't even play this game. If I try to open this game, it seriously takes like 10 to 15 minutes before the game opens. It sits there and loads and loads and loads, and eventually it finally opens. It's like, man, that's crazy. It's completely horrible. But, you know, it is what it is. Then I have a, what is it, a Red Magic 5 or Red Magic 6 gaming phone. It's getting pretty old, but hey, it plays the game pretty well. That's normally what I play on when I'm not doing stuff for YouTube. It does the job. It does the job very well. Oh, I got a bad start there. But yeah, I was so excited to get this car. I was really, really excited to get this car. And then I'm like, nope. Once I got it, maxed it out. This car is not my friend. Ah, JP, so some of the automatics are now faster? Nice. It's amazing they weren't able to do that sooner. I mean, technically an automatic should be faster, because if you really think about it, you got to push in the clutch, you got to move the shifter. I don't know, there's a lot going on there. I'm amazed they didn't have them faster a long time ago. I mean, really think about that. Michael S. says, in my opinion, Ford getting rid of their old cars was a bad idea. These body-on-frame vehicles are more dangerous because they have higher ground clearance. He says, I heard that a little kid got killed by their parents in front of a driveway with a pickup truck. Well, I mean, higher ground clearance comes in very handy for a lot of things. Like in the wintertime, it's nice to have a little clearance. If you're on some sort of like trail going through who knows where, higher ground clearance is good. But, I mean, if you run a person over, it doesn't really matter if you have high or low ground clearance. It's probably still going to run them over, I guess. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that sucks. That sucks if a little kid got ran over like that, but more than likely, even if it had low ground clearance, they still would have, same thing would have probably happened, I would say. Amelia says they have 3 engine options for the Copo. Actually, I'm surprised. I figured it would only have 1 engine. That's kind of nice. You get to choose some stuff. White Thunder says the Legends cars and their challenges are so hard. It's not hard, it's just time consuming. If you're patient enough to wait till you have enough parts for the car, then you'll breeze right through that stuff, because basically when you lock in a car to a Legends event, the event changes the times to what they have set for that specific car. And then you just have to have enough parts on the car to make it faster than that time. So if you're impatient, yes, it's going to be very, very hard. It took me probably about 1.5 years to finish all the Legends events. Not kidding. Between restoring all the cars and waiting till I had enough parts, it was 1.5 years. And that's the coolest looking Porsche I've ever seen. I don't know, I like that color. But yeah, this game's all about trying to make it take as long as possible, so they're in hopes that you'll buy stuff. Well, oh, why don't we just spend some money to get it done faster, right? That's kind of the idea here. What's up, Welcome Daddy? How you doing today? Michael S. says, I want to see the Fiesta again. Yeah, I don't know why they would get rid of some cars, right? To me, it seems like a bad idea as well. Now, most people I know that had a Fiesta said they had a lot of problems with it. I don't know if maybe that's why they got rid of the Fiestas, but like my friend Melissa, she got a, I don't know, was it a Fusion? A Ford Fusion? She had a lot of problems with that thing, but most people I know that had Ford cars had issues with them. So that might be why they decided, well, let's just go ahead and get rid of these things. They're having problems. I don't know. Most people I know that had a Ford truck, it was great, but most people I know with Ford cars had a lot of problems. What's up, CODM Bombs? How's it going? Glad you're enjoying the channel, bud. Thanks for watching my videos and welcome to the stream. Hey Ryan, how are you today? JP says the Fiestas need too many siestas. Well, you know, who doesn't like a good siesta, right? I think when I was a kid, my dad had a old school Ford Fiesta. It was like this little like boxy hatchback. It was terrible. I think that was a Fiesta. Ryan says, love your videos, Danny. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate you watching them. How have I been? I've been alright, welcome. How about yourself, man? I can't complain too much, I suppose. Oh, I think I might have actually got a good start on this one that time. McVin says, who doesn't love a Mustang? I don't really love most Mustangs. I like the older Mustangs from the 80s. I like the vintage ones, man. I don't like most of the newer Mustangs. Once they stopped making the 5 liters and changed over to like the whatever it was. I like the old school Mustangs. I mean, a Mustang like this here, the whatever that is, Cobra Jet, I would drive that. That's cool. But I love the old 5.0s. Those were my favorite. I keep shifting my car wrong. I'm too busy trying to pay attention to the chat to drive the cars right today, so don't make fun of me. Radio said it's like Ford gives reliability to the top models, kind of like Dodge. You know, I don't know. If I owned a car company, I would try to make everything as reliable as possible. I would say make the world's best product, right? Make something that doesn't break down. Sometimes I think these companies want things to break down because they'll make more money if you have to go buy parts and crap, right? I know for a fact appliance companies design things to break shortly after the warranty. I wonder if car companies do the same thing. That should be 100% illegal. According to warranty wise, what is that? I've never heard of that. I'll tell you, most people I know that have a Honda or a Subaru or a Toyota have very little problems. Ryan says, Danny, I recognize the Mustang Cobra Jet because you did a video on that one before. Yeah, man, it's a pretty cool car. Not one of my favorite cars in the game, but I love the way the car looks, and I like that it's really fast. I just wish it had a better live racing setup. I don't think I was able to find one for this car. Radio says something about a GT500. I'm not sure what you're referring to. In this game, though, the GT500 is not very good. Welcome says, I'm almost done with Toyota. What Toyota event? For Elite Tuners? Genova, hey, nice to see ya. JP says, my uncle's 2015 Mustang is a 6-speed stick car and has 302. Sounds like an old Stang, but it's new. 302, that's kind of nice. Oh, I drove this wrong. I can't drive any of these cars right today. You guys are distracting me. Michael S. says, maybe someday people will realize pickups are a problem and Ford makes cars again. Well, pickup trucks are a necessity for certain things like businesses and whatnot. But I'm not really sure what made Ford decide to stop making cars. I mean, are people just not buying cars right now or what? I mean, I know car sales are way down. People just don't have the money. The economy's trashed. I kind of thought it was part of that. I could be completely wrong, but I'm not sure why else they would stop making regular cars. I mean, at least make like one economy car. Like, I mean, I could understand if they made like a Fiesta, a Mustang, and a truck. Okay, well, at least make something besides, you know, the fancier ones. I'm not really sure. Come back with the Ford Escorts. I don't know. It's just weird that they would do that. 3, 2, 1, go. Andy Style, how's it going? When is my birthday? I don't like birthdays. I never really tell anybody when my birthday is, so it's a secret. Nobody knows. I hate birthdays. I think the only people that know when my birthday is my parents, for the most part. Youngest Bozo says race 56 is no joke. Alright, I think I got a bad start there. That's the one problem with this car is it's really hard to launch. What race am I on so far? Let's find out. You know, I really like the old 1990s Escorts. Those were cool. Ford Escorts from the 90s were awesome. So Michael S., why do you think the trucks are a problem to drive around the city? Besides the fact that they get bad gas mileage. People love their trucks, I will say that. Alright, so Jeffrey had to tune for the quarter mile on some of the races. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised, to tell you the truth. David says the 92 Escort Cosworth is awesome. Yeah, that's if I could have any Ford in the world, that's what I would take, is a Ford Escort Cosworth. I would love to have one of those. Yep. I don't know why, but man, those were some of the coolest cars. I like little cars. I like the little boxy cars. I don't like, I don't know. I would rather have that than a Lamborghini, to tell you the truth. As long as it ran good. I wonder what engine they had in the Escort Cosworth. I'm guessing probably something different than the regular Escorts, right? Probably what, the Sierra 500 motor? I bet they put one of the old Sierra 500 motors in there. What is that, Sierra RS 500? Isn't that what it's called? Amelia says a 2.5 liter i4. Michael S says the ground clearance. I'll tell you what, Michael S, around here, people got these pickup trucks that got big lift kits and huge tires on it, and some states don't allow you to do that. But I don't think there's any laws against how high people lift their trucks here. It's crazy. Yeah, the Sierra RS 500 Cosworth, those are really cool too. I'd still rather have the Escort though, for some weird reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, if a truck does set up too tall, that can be a little bit of an issue for some things. I can see why some states set laws against that. Man, I can't drive this thing today. I can't drive any of these things today. Hey, Portugal, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Radio says they make the Sierra in the UK. Yeah, I don't think they've made those since like the 1980s, right? Or are they still making those? Yeah, Cobra Jet's got 3 speeds. I think all these cars have 3 speeds, actually. I'll check out that Mustang. I like Mustangs like that, the old ones. Those are cool. Portugal, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. You're watching my stream and playing War Robots? You are multitasking today, my friend. Nice. I used to own a Mopar XR4 Ti, which is kind of like a watered down version of the RS 500. They weren't as good. They had a 2.3 liter turbo, but they were nowhere near as good as the 2 liter that the RS 500 came with. I don't know why they put a different engine in the United States version. You'd think they would just use the same engine. That would have been nice, actually. Ponic says lift trucks have no meaningful purpose. You don't need a lift truck for work on the city. For the most part, I would agree with you. But there are times where there's a reason to have a truck that's lifted up, I guess. All right. What was my first fully maxed out car? Probably my Tier 1 GTI, I would say. More than likely, it was my Tier 1 GTI. I actually don't know, but I'm taking a guess on that one. I remember it felt like it took forever to max that little thing out. Now it's like, man, I can max one out in 2 seconds. My first maxed out Tier 5 car was probably my McLaren LT... What was it? LT 500, I think? Pretty sure. I'd saved up my keys for months, right? I saved up my bronze keys for months. And I got that car. I was like, oh, this is a cool car. So I was like, all right, let's go spend like 50,000 keys and max this out. And then I realized I didn't like it. There we go. I think I got a good shift on that one that time. Why do you think crews are a waste of time? Like joining a crew, you think that's a waste of time? I mean, if you're in a crew and it does well, you're going to get, you're going to get free cars every season. And I don't know. There's a lot of reasons that you get a lot of little perks and bonuses for being part of a crew. It's totally worth it in my opinion. Yeah, LC 500. I said the wrong thing. I don't know which one it was, guys. Whichever McLaren we recently had for a Prestige Cup car a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago. I think it was the 600 LT. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of good benefits for being part of a crew, guys. Amelia says, I buy them myself. I won't talk about it anymore. What are you not going to talk about anymore? What do you buy at Lifted Trucks? A lot of people love their lifted trucks. But I agree. I think once it's lifted over a certain spot, it probably shouldn't be allowed to be out on the street. Now, like, some of my friends have these big giant off-road vehicles, but they're not street legal. Like, I mean, I guess they could be, but they just pull them around on trailers and go to off-road parks. They don't have license plates for them or anything. They don't care. They just take it to the off-road park and drive it around. Oh, mods. Yeah, most people around here don't like the modders. So please, no modding talk, guys. Oh, I drove that wrong too. Have I ever seen a Ram ProMaster? No, I haven't. I'm not even really sure what that is, actually. I've never really liked Dodge too much. Like, Dodge has never really been one of my things. You know, the old school Dodge muscle cars, I loved them, and once they started coming out with like Challengers and Chargers again, I was like, oh, that's so awesome. But I don't know, I don't like Dodge trucks. Like, I would love to have a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. Ivan says, how do you get gold keys? Well, it's a very long process. I mean, I probably get about 10 keys per month, I would say, on the gold keys. Just kind of play the game every day, get on, do all the little daily races. Do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, and they just slowly add up. Now, if you're doing the paid events, let's just say you're buying the paid cars and doing the paid events, those often give out a nice chunk of gold keys. But if you're not doing the paid events, it takes forever to save up a bunch of golden keys. So yeah, it's not easy. Hey Lexus, how's it going? The Ford van? Are you talking about the Ford Super Van? It's actually kind of cool. It's a pretty nice car overall. What's up, Sea Eagle? Did I get the Grand National? No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. If I did, it's just going to sit there. I don't know. I don't think I have it. Let's go look really fast. But I think I did not get it. Now I gotta go all the way to the end of the garage, so that's gonna take a minute. Too many cars. Too many garages. Oh, there we go. Do we have a Grand National here? Probably not. No, I don't think I ever got the Grand National. Nope, it would have been one of those first couple of garages there if I had it, so I did not get that one. It's a cool car and all, but I don't know. It is what it is. It costs too much real money and game cash to get all these cars from these events. So Lexus, you got to get parts for it, right? You got to upgrade it to stage 5, fill it up with fusion parts, and then try and get the stage 6 parts for it as well. So if you don't have parts on the car, they're very slow. You also have to make sure you tune it properly. Yeah, proper tuning is a big thing, but Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4, Stage 5, and Stage 6 all need to be filled with fusions to make the cars run as fast as possible. But yeah, the Super Van's kind of a cool deal. Portugal says, any serious players looking for a crew? So Portugal is trying to find some crew members, guys. If anybody needs a crew, hit up Portugal. Sea Eagle says, the charger we got from the Showdown held me up. Only had one stage 6, and I don't spend money on this game because it never ends. I learned my lesson when I started, done with throwing money away on MM. Yeah, you know, I only spend money on stuff like if they're selling a car for 20 bucks and I really like that car, I might buy it, but I'm not gonna buy 3 or 4 or 5 cars and all the stuff to level them up and spend hundreds of dollars to do an event. I don't mind spending, you know, $100 every once in a while, like once a year, spending about $100 a year or $50 a year on a game, but I definitely ain't gonna spend $200, $300, $400 for one event. That's too much money. Lexus says, I can't get the... Yeah, you gotta fill it up with parts to get high Evo points. I mean, you gotta have what, over like 100 or 120 fusion parts or something into your cars. If you don't have the parts, then the Evo points will always be low. Leonard says, Portugal, what are the requirements for your crew? All right, there we go. I think I finally got a good start on that one. Michael S., what are you talking about, buddy? A Toyota version of what? Called the Pro Ace Max? A version of what? Oh wait, I missed part of the comment. You're saying there's going to be a Toyota version of the Ram truck? Interesting. I kind of hate how these things make you go back to the map all the time. I don't know why, but that drives me crazy. It's kind of messed up, but if they make you go back to the map, you don't get the little thing that allows you to watch ads for gas. So when you're doing some of these events, I think they make it so you intentionally can't watch ads to refill your gas. I don't understand why they do that. What's up, Powercraft? How's it going? I guess they want you to spend your money on gold instead, but it doesn't make sense to me. But whatever, I guess. Is what it is. Zyodic, I have no idea, my friend. I can't tell you what cars I got came from crates or 10x chance or events. I have no clue. If you ask a man with a bad memory, stuff like that, he's gonna be like, what? My memory sucks. My memory is really terrible, actually. So Power Crap, not exactly. The Elite Tuners cars were never necessarily free. Now, they should give you the Toyota Supra for free. Well, some of them were free and some of them weren't, okay? I'm trying to remember which ones were supposed to be free. I think the add-on ones, like the Lexus, I'm pretty sure that one was free. The Corvette was free. The Ford was free. Now, there was a couple that they gave out for free, but only when the Elite Tuners first started. And then those went to being, you had to buy them with gold or buy them with tickets, so. Now, I don't know if you're still getting the Subaru or the WRX for free. There was a time when you got to choose one for free and the other one costed gold, so I'm not sure how they're doing that now. Does anybody know? Do you still get one for free? But most of the Elite Tuners cars you will have to buy with gold or with your Elite tickets. Nably, what's up? How you doing today? It'd been nice if they were all free, I'll tell you that. Now, I did get the GTR for free, but I don't think that one's free anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, 4,000 gold per car is a lot. I mean, I had something like, I don't know, I think I had like 20 or 30,000 gold saved up. And I went out there and I bought a whole bunch of those with gold. And next thing you know, I was down to like 3,000 gold. I spent almost all of my gold buying those Elite Tuners cars. I kind of regret it in a way. I think I would have been better off buying the cars with the Elite Tuners tickets. That would have been the way to go, honestly. But I was like, well, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not really sure what they're going to do with these Elite Tuners tickets. So I thought maybe they'll come in really handy in the future. But eventually, you know, after a little while, I was like, okay, I should have just bought the cars with the tickets instead of spending all my gold. But either way, it's okay. Amelia says, your opponents are getting tough. Watch out. Not yet. They're still pretty slow. They're still a little slow. So we're on race number 48 out of 60. So they should be getting pretty hard here pretty soon, I would imagine. Yeah, I should start really paying attention to what's going on. I mean, I'm just kind of racing on autopilot while I'm reading the chat, talking to you guys. Alright, so he ran a 10.8, so that guy was a little bit faster. It's a shame. Like, I think events like this, they should give you some sort of a prize car. I think all events should have a prize car. I don't know why they don't. As far as I know, there's no prize car for this event. Well, why not? That's what I want to know. What's the incentive to do stuff like this if there's not a big prize? Like I said at the beginning of the stream, like if it wasn't for the fact that I already had all the cars upgraded, I would have never done this event. Because, I mean, what's the point? Let's just say I had the 3 cars, but they weren't upgraded. Would it really be worth like 30 million game cash just to run through to get these basic prizes? Probably not, right? I mean, maybe to some people it would be, but there's nothing in here but basic prizes. I mean, it's awesome to get these, but it's just normal stuff, right? It would be, I don't know. It would not be worth the game resources, in my opinion. I mean, since I've already got the stuff maxed out, heck yeah, I'm gonna run it. But generally, if I don't already have the cars, I don't do it. That's how I look at it. I wonder how many gold keys this gave out. I didn't look or pay attention. Alright, so race 5 equals 7.9. I need to pee, guys. After this race, I gotta go take a pee break. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. There we go. Got a good run that time. And that guy got stopped, man. He didn't even stand a chance. Melon says it's not worth it. You're right. Now, if there was a really cool prize car, that might give people more of an incentive to spend the game cash on their cars and do these things, but I don't know. These events are awesome for somebody that already has the cars and already has them upgraded. But I need to pee, so I shall be right back. I shall return in just a couple of minutes. All right, I have returned, everybody. Let's go back to being live. And yeah. What's going on about somebody's mother singing? I don't know what I missed, but yeah. Sky's the limit says, how many tuner tickets do you have now? Not very many. I keep spending them. I spend all of them. Let's go look really fast. I gotta see if I can spend more. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Let me see if I can get some more tuner tickets. Or buy the last thing in there. So my goal is to buy up every single thing in here. And I've only got 900 right now. So once I buy this 1 or 2 more times, I guess I'm going to be empty and everything's going to be gone. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it resets or if there's just nothing in there after you buy everything. I'm hoping it resets. Why do I hope it resets? I don't know, but I hope it does. 3, 2, 1, go. The nice thing is you were able to buy some of those pink and yellow parts with those tickets back in the day, so I'm hoping those come back just so you can buy some more when you need them. Alright, so Michael S. is giving some pretty interesting information there. That's like a tongue twister though, so I'm not going to read it because I'm dyslexic and I'll read it all messed up. So yeah, you guys can read that if you want to. What the heck? I think our power just flickered. Hopefully it doesn't, if the live stream goes out or something. That's the second time it's happened. So if the live stream ends or something, just know my power probably went out. I don't know if we got a storm going. I know we got rain today, but... I wonder if that happened to the rest of the house or just to my room, or am I seeing things? I don't know. Alright, so we're on race number 53 out of 60. So I've on maybe try LD player instead of BlueStacks. For me, BlueStacks has not been that wonderful. Now, one thing that's pretty cool is I guess CSR Racing will be soon will be supported by Google Play games on PC. I don't remember what it's called, but you can actually play some Android games on PC now. Google has a little like Android player. CSR is not on there yet. It will be eventually, I guess. Somebody I know said it will be. Hopefully they're correct. Then you won't need an emulator. You'll just go on Google's actual program, and more than likely, that won't have a bunch of problems once they get it all sorted out and working. It's still in the beta thing right now, so... So Alex says I switched to LD player and it's better. Yeah, it's way better for me. BlueStacks has always caused me a lot of issues. Yeah, definitely try LD player. It doesn't have the issues like BlueStacks. Now, if you have Windows 11, there's some sort of dumb thing you have to turn off in your BIOS, but it'll do it for you automatically. I don't know why LD Player requires you to have that off, but that makes some people not want to use it. There's some sort of thing that Windows 11 has that Windows 10 didn't. And I guess it kills the performance of LD Player if you have it turned on. Level 1 says, what tier cars do I need for Tempest? Alright, so there are 3 different Tempest races. There's Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3. So Tempest 1, you're going to need a tier 1 car, a tier 2 car, a tier 3 car, a tier 4 car, and a tier 5 car. Same for Tempest 2 and same for Tempest 3. Now the kicker is, you also have to complete the time trials, and once you complete a time trial with a car, it is locked out of all further Tempest events. So I think you need something like 15, you have to use 15 different cars just for the time trials, I think. So there's a tier 1 time trial for Tempest 1, there's a tier 2 time trial for Tempest 1, a tier 3. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. So basically you need at least 20 cars to do it all. It took me almost, about 8 months to finally finish Tempest 3, so yeah, they got it set up to be a big old pain in the butt. Amelia says each race gets more extreme. But yeah, you know, Tempest 3 Tier 4 is the hardest one, so you want to make sure you got a car that has good top speed and good acceleration to make it through Tempest 3 Tier 4. The problem is there's a lot of Tier 4 cars that don't do that, right? There's a lot of Tier 4 cars that have the good top speed. There's a lot that have the acceleration, but only some of them have both. So you want to look for one that has the good top speed and one that has the good acceleration as well. The rest of the tiers aren't really that bad, but that makes Tempest 3 Tier 4 the hardest. Joe, yeah, Doomsday sounds about right on Tempest 4. I think you might be right about that. Maybe like the day that the world ends, they'll finally release it. So the rumor has it, though, they were planning on releasing Tempest 4, and it was going to be extremely hard. Like, you were going to have a car with redonkulous acceleration and that does at least a 7.0 to beat it on Tier 5. Michael S. says, do you think the Ram will make a Hellcat version of the Prawn Master van? That would be really cool if they did. I don't know, man. I have no idea what kind of crazy stuff they have up their sleeve, but I would not be surprised. I think that would be a really cool idea, to tell you the truth. Like a Hellcat van would be sweet. I don't know why, but I like unique things. I like unique things like really fast vans. That's fun for some weird reason. A little Yugo with a turbo? That's awesome. They used to actually make Yugos with the turbo. They might not have been any good, but they were cool. They were super cool, even though they sucked. I used to have a buddy with a Dodge Caravan that was turbo. I mean, it came from the factory stock with the turbo. It had the same, I think it had the same turbocharged engine as the Dodge Daytona did. I don't know if it was a Dodge or a Chrysler, but I mean, that's the same thing. All right, we're on race number 59 out of 60, guys. But yeah, I mean, more than likely, Tempest won't make them any money, like Melon said there. I mean, yeah, why release something that they're not going to make any money off of, right? But, I mean, a new player, though, if you think about it, a new player might end up spending money to beat Tempest because they want to get through it. But the seasoned players, no. The seasoned players are already going to have cars fast enough, I guess. Those of us who have been playing for many years would have no problem beating Tempest, I think, if they came out with Tempest 4. We would just breeze right through it. Wait, was that it? Was that the whole thing? Or is there one more? Oh, there's one more race, guys. Yeah, 38 keys. You know, more than likely, if you start opening those crates with the gold keys, it takes 7 tries to guarantee you're going to get the car, and most of the time it takes all 7 tries. So I would wait till you have at least enough for 7 tries and there's a really cool car in there. Make sure the car is really good. I mean, right now you can open 3 crates and there's a very small chance you could get one of the cars that you want out of there, but it's a very small chance. Now, I think every time I've ever opened the gold crates, maybe like 3 times, I've got the car in the first pull, but almost every time it's been all 7 tries. It's very rare that they give it to you quickly. I think they do that on purpose. Jaden says, how long should the Tempest take to complete? That depends, I guess. It depends on how fast you get cars that are quick enough and how much you play the game daily to earn the resources and parts and stuff that you need to upgrade the cars. So some people finish Tempest in a few months. You know, some people say they've done it in 3 to 5 months. Some people it takes like 6 months to a year to finish all the Tempest races. So everybody kind of goes at their own pace, and there's a lot of variables there. Like, we don't know what cars or parts the game is going to throw you, so it's hard to know how long it might take somebody, but I would say on average between 6 months, 6 to 8 months is probably average for most people that play a lot. If you're one of those people that spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day playing, you might be able to get through it in 3 or 4 months. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm just taking guesses. I'm just taking a bunch of guesses, guys. I don't really know. Jaden says I'm level 182 and I've just started it. Sounds like you're playing a lot. That's awesome. Back the first year or 2 that I played this, I played like crazy. Eventually I got to the part where I just like started feeling like, I spend too much time on this game. I'm getting burnt out. And then I slowed down. I still love the game, but if you play something too much, you get kind of tired of it. So, like they say, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So you kind of gotta learn to do things a little differently at times, I guess. Michael S. says he wants to see the Pro Master with a manual like its European counterparts. Did we just win this thing? I think that was it, guys. So there's the big prize at the end. Some parts that I already have for my car. Joe says gold keys are a trap. I don't know if they're a trap, but it's pretty easy to, you know, waste your keys on stuff or want to spend money on keys. What's in the rare imports today? Let's go take a good look at this. What all do we got in here today? All right, so we got the Prestige Cup car, we got the Cobra Jet, the Copo, and the Drag Pack. I mean, if you do pull one of those, make sure you go for the Drag Pack. It's the best out of the three by far. The other two are fast, but that's about all they have going for them. The Drag Pack's a little more versatile. All right, let's get some free stuff. Free stuff for the cars I've already got maxed out. I'll take it. I can use those Ford, Chevy, and Dodge parts for other stuff. Thank you, Donna. Hey, look, Donna's actually giving us stuff. It's amazing. Valerian says, I don't have Discord. Not everybody does, but Discord's pretty nice. Most gamers have, I don't know if I should say most, but a huge portion of gamers all use Discord. It's kind of funny, but I think CSR2 racing people tend to use the Line app, and I don't know why. Pretty much any other game I've ever played, everybody's on Discord. So I'm not really sure why Line became popular for CSR crews. Sky's the limit. Did you do Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3 all in a month? If so, that's crazy. Now, back when I started this game, they did not give out as many parts as they did. It was harder to get cars and make harder to get parts to make your cars fast back then, I think. Like, there were nowhere near as many free parts coming out of these crates and whatnot back when I first started, so maybe it's a little bit easier now. I'm not really sure. I wouldn't know for sure unless I completely started over, but unfortunately, I just don't have time to do that. What is this car? Oh, a Challenger Super Stock. Eh. I got a lot of cars. Most of them suck. Ugh. Most of them are terrible. That's the worst part about CSR, man. Is some of these cars, no matter how cool they look or how good they are in real life, they may be a giant turd taco on this game. McVin says, I use Discord for my crew, but only a few have joined. Like, only a few of your crew members? Yeah, you know, we started making people join our Line app before they get in the crew. If you want in the crew, you have to go to our Line app, and then we have to speak to you personally and ask you a few questions and stuff like that before we let you in the crew. You're going to get way better members doing something like that than just letting anybody in. If you're just letting anybody in your crew, yeah, you're just going to get the people who don't really care. But if you don't join our Discord first, you're not, I mean, if you don't join our chat room on the Line app so we can speak to you first, you're not getting into our crew, basically. Miguel said there's only 33 likes, but there's 72 viewers. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. We would definitely appreciate that a lot. It only takes like 2 seconds to hit that like button. I know a lot of people just don't think about it. There's times where I go to somebody's live stream and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to hit the like button. But it really helps the YouTubers out to hit the like. The more likes and comments and everything, you know, YouTube's like, hey, people are enjoying this video. So they're more likely to keep promoting your videos and stuff like that if you get a lot of likes and comments and things on your videos. Also, the longer you watch a video, like if you leave early, like if people watch the entire video, YouTube's also more likely to promote your channel. So if you want to help your favorite YouTubers, like, subscribe, and watch the videos as long as you have time for. So that's a 9. That's a slow car. I don't know if I have this maxed out or not, but John says it looks like you have a 10 more events than I do. Well, it looks like there's some sort of a weird problem where some people are not getting certain events. Also, if you're a new player, I think you have to get to a certain level before certain things unlock. So I'm not really sure what rank you're currently at, but that could have something to do with it. Or you might be having that weird bug where for some crazy reason, they just don't give you the stuff. It almost sounds like they might be doing that intentionally, which doesn't make sense. We don't know if it's a bug or something they're doing intentionally. Sky's the Limit says, was hardest for me to build the Boxster. Yeah, you know, the Boxster, it took me a while to build mine as well. Back when I was started, it was really hard to get Porsche parts. Now it's a lot easier to get the Porsche parts, I think. Another thing is, when I first started playing, you couldn't just go into Rare Imports and open crates for any car you wanted. That wasn't a thing. Being able to open the crates for any car you want is awesome. I mean, that would really speed things up for Tempest now. But yeah, that didn't exist back in the day. Let me see if there's anything else I need to do really quick. Our stream time is just about up, guys. We finished the little event. So if you guys got any last minute questions or anything like that, get them in quick. Yeah, I think that's about it. Prestige Cup's done. Everything's done except for the Showdown. Did I make a video about this Showdown? I hope I did. I hope I didn't forget. Aw, crap. I don't think I did I? I think I forgot to put out a video for this. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. I'm too dumb to remember. I'm going to grab my Aventador, man. It sure is pretty. We'll run a couple of Showdown races before we go. I love the car. I love the way this car looks, man. Imagine having something like that looked like this in real life. That would be amazing. I remember back in the day, this was for sale for gold. Somebody said this is actually for sale right now for gold. And you could choose whatever colors you want. And these are the colors I chose. Now, I'm going to tell you what, it looks amazing. The color I got did not look anywhere near as cool in the thing when you were buying it as it did once you got it into your hangar. I was like, oh man, I hope this looks cool once it gets into my garage. Then I went into my garage and I was like, oh my god, that is awesome. But I was worried it was not going to be anywhere near as nicely. I don't know. It's awesome. I like it. I was super excited to get this thing. Now it kind of sucks, but I think this car beats Dino. If you drive it correctly, I think it beats Dino. And back in the day, Dino beaters were the live racers. I don't like their live race Dino beaters anymore, but back in the day, they were the best. Yeah, McVin, I'm pretty sure I did, actually. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, now that I think about it. Melon, does this still have like does this have a low performance point high Evo tune? I don't think I've ever looked for one. I'm gonna have to check that out, because if that does, you're gonna see me live racing this one a lot, just because it's one of my favorite looking cars that I have. I don't remember exactly how you shift this, but I think it's a little more similar to how you drive the Sesto Elemento. I remember there's like 3 or 4 early shifts before you hit your nitrous, something like that. I haven't driven this in probably, what, 3 years, 2 years? It's been a long time. I kind of remember how to drive it. Hey, Cool Burn, what's going on, my man? Ah, crap, I got a bad start. A really bad start. Cool Burn in the house. Melon says, get into third quickly and then Nos on fourth. It's not instantly third, though. It's kind of like slow shifts into third, right? If I remember correctly. Like instantly shift into second, then maybe third at like some other thing, and then some other thing, and then some more stuff. Let's try this. Kind of like this. It's a lot like this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third. Kind of like that. I don't know. Something along the lines of that. So McVin, most Lamborghinis have a weird launch. You want to let go of the gas like just a little bit before the car launches, or you get bad launches on Lamborghinis. You don't want to try and get a perfect start on them. So you just got to learn to launch most of your Lamborghinis the same way. Like, watch when I let go of the gas on this one. This is really the trick to it. So let me really pay attention to how I'm launching the car on this one. And so 3, 2, 1, let go. Second, third, nitrous. See how I let go just shortly before it launched? You want to hold on to the gas a little bit longer than you do on most cars for Lamborghinis. That'll make your life easier if you can actually pay attention to how you launch the car. Ah, Sky got the same colors as me. Awesome, buddy. You copied my car, sir. I don't know if I should be happy about that or angry. Angry. Lightning smash. You stole my car, sir. You stole my color, sir. McVin says, I got the Purple Star version, but it only does 16.0. Yeah, I would say you're missing a lot of parts. What's mine doing, like 8 point something? Yeah, you know, if I can find a low performance point high Evo setup for this car, I will be a happy man. That'll be awesome. I'm not even sure if I have this car maxed out or not, but I kind of think that I might. I still got a bad launch on that one. I feel like I do. Jeffrey says something about 20 gold keys. What about gold keys? Exile Pain, how's it going? Nice to see ya. John says I'm level 200. Yeah, sorry if I missed some of your guys' comments today. I'm usually pretty good at reading all the comments, but sometimes I miss them. I try. Three, two, one. There I got into fourth really fast by mistake. Did that run better or worse? Coburn says 7.9 to me is nuts. I mean, 7.9 is a really fast car. Now they got cars doing what, 7.4s? I think 7.4 or 7.5 is the fastest car in the game right now. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright, so Coburn's working on getting a tier 5 car. Coburn, has the Toshimi X thing popped up on your map yet? For the Elite Tuners? If so, make sure you do that as soon as you can and you'll get your free Toyota Supra. You want to get that Supra, man. It's awesome. But yeah, you'll see something on the map that says Toshimi X. Do that as soon as possible. I'm guessing if you're that far into the game, you should probably have it now. JP says 6. Oh, did I say 7.5? Yeah, they're doing like 6.5s. I'm sorry if I misspoke. But yeah, you'll get your Toyota Supra for free once you do like 3 races on that Toshimi X thing. Michael S., I don't really know, man. It's kind of like stuff like that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem to fit into a drag racing game, if you ask me, right? I mean, how many times do you go to the drag strip in real life and see something like that? Not very often. Lexus says, do you think there's going to be a CSR3? I would say as long as this game is making them money, no, probably not. Because all they got to do is just keep adding new stuff to this game and keeping raking in the money compared to the amount of... It would be a huge amount of money to rebuild a new game from scratch. So if they don't feel like they need to, they're probably not going to. So I think CSR2 is just going to keep getting new things added to it. I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of how I see this going. Sky's the limit. Oh, you got a black one. Yeah, I got some sort of chrome finish. Like, I'm not sure which color there was. I think there was 2 different metal finishes. I don't know which one I have, but black would look really nice as well. I don't know. I just don't like trucks or vans or whatever being added into the game. Maybe I'm weird, but I think they should just stick to cars. I don't like seeing SUVs added to the game either. I might be weird. I mean, honestly, though, trucks are really fast. Big, giant V8 engines that they put in trucks, those things haul butt, man. Coburn, I used to like those type of racing games as well. Back when Asphalt 9 was a thing, I loved it, but they turned that game into a crap sandwich. For several years, Asphalt 9 was, or was it Asphalt 8? Asphalt 8 was a really amazing game for a long time. Now it's got so much like clutter and like junk all over it, it's not worth playing anymore to me. I feel like they took a really awesome thing and they ruined it. I don't know if they got bought out by a new company or what, but one day they said, hey, let's take this really great game and turn it into like a turd taco. They messed it up. There I messed up my shifts again. They messed it up big time. Yeah, Asphalt was great, Colburn. So if you want to spend a few dollars, there's a game called Rally Rush 3. I think it's like $5 to buy the game, or $3 or something. That's a really cool rally car game. And another one is Grid Motorsports. Grid Motorsports is pretty awesome too, but I think that's another game that'll cost you like $3 or $5 or something. I actually bought both of those games, but I don't play them very often. I actually forgot they had Grid on a phone. I'll have to look that up again, because I did buy that game and I barely touched it. I don't know why, but I played it for like an hour and then I kind of forgot about it. But no, between CSR and War Robots, man, those two games keep me so busy. It's really hard to find time for other games. Clinks, what's up, man? Alright, guys, so I think when I'm out of gas, that's going to be it on the stream. Yeah, doing the little event was fun. It's nice to get all those little bonus prizes and stuff. But you know, I already had the cars all maxed out, so why not? Like I said though, if I wouldn't have already had everything maxed out, I wouldn't have bothered to have done it. Yeah, you know, Michael S., I don't really like games like Need for Speed and Forza. I don't know, like the open world games. I have one of the Need for Speed games and I just hate it, man. I hate it. I like racing games that are on an actual racetrack. I don't like driving at 10 million miles per hour around the city, then all of a sudden it says, turn left now. And it's like a freaking U-turn. And your car like flies off the road. It's so stupid how they have those set up. I don't know. I don't like that. I like racing games on a racetrack. But I don't like the simulations. Like, I don't know. Like, I used to love Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. But I think once they got to Gran Turismo 3... it was more like a racing simulation than a game that was fun. So it wasn't really... oh, wow, look at that one. I don't know, man. I gotta find the right type of racing games that are fun for me, but... I like being able to drift around corners and slide around corners. I don't like having to drive it like a real car. I don't know why. Now, some of the Need for Speed games, I haven't played any of those in a really long time. When I was younger, back on PlayStation 1, I used to love PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. I used to love the Need for Speed games. But yeah, I don't even know what they're really like nowadays. I think the one I have that I don't like is Hot Pursuit. I'm not really sure. Lexus says, what tunes do you got? What turns? Wait. What do you mean by what turns do you got? Maybe you're asking about tunes. I'm not really sure, but I don't know if that was a typo or if you're asking me about something that I'm not sure about, but ending soon, guys. Need for Speed Unbound or Heat? Are any of those on Android? One of the problems I have, like a lot of you guys know that I have like an autoimmune condition where my nerves attack my body. I can't really play games on my phone anymore or even on a controller for too long, or I get really bad what you call trigger finger and my thumbs lock up and I can't unbend them. So I'm kind of stuck playing stuff on a mouse and keyboard. Now, like, oh, I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have a gaming console. Colburn says you need to touch it again. Touch what? I'm a little confused. You need to touch it again? What am I supposed to touch? Amelia says, sorry about your... Yeah, it sucks, man. It's not a lot of fun, but what can you do? Melon says, smash that like button. Carlos says, should I spend my bronze keys? So this is what I do with my bronze keys. I wait until I get a car that I really like, and then I go into the parts tab in rare imports and I open the crates for that car, and then I max it out. So I save my bronze keys for that. I think honestly it's personal preference what you do with your bronze keys. Spend your bronze keys any way you like, but that's what I suggest doing with them. Now, silver and gold keys, you really want to be very, very picky and choosy on what you do with them. Especially the silver keys. Silver keys, it's really important to hoard them and save them and manage them properly, or you're always going to be broke, which sucks. Like, especially, you know, once you join a crew and you're going to want to be able to do the Prestige Cup every season to help your crew earn points. And if you're not saving your silver keys properly when it comes to that time, you're always going to be out of them, and then you're not going to be able to get the cars without spending real money and stuff like that. So my advice is save your silver keys for a few months. Don't spend any. I know it's hard to do, but don't spend any silver keys for a few months. Save up several thousand. And then that's when it's okay to start trying to pull the Prestige Cup car every season. I mean, generally when you open a silver crate, it's going to give you a piece of crap car anyway. So, yeah. That's how I do it. That was probably one of the best things I've ever done. Yeah, Alexis, I don't think they're going to get a license for Tesla, is my understanding. So I don't think we're going to see Tesla in this game anytime soon. Now, it's possible that we could see one eventually, but as of right now, I'm not expecting it. McFinn says, thanks for the really fun streams. Yeah, thanks for coming out. I appreciate that. I really do. Michael S., yeah, thanks for coming out, buddy. It was awesome to see you on the stream today. Always nice to have you guys, but I gotta get going, so thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to everybody. You guys are awesome. All right, have a great rest of your week, and I'll be back on Sunday for a live racing stream, so hope to see you guys there. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate that a lot. Catch you guys later. Lightning out. See ya.